Hi guys. So I quickly wanted to go over a scene that I actually made in Blender not so long ago, but I actually didn't record the time lapse of making it, which is a little unfortunate because this is probably one of the scenes that I'm most proud of making in recent time. This is all going to be part of my environments course when I get to it, though this will be an added bonus since it mainly uses asset packs and scatter 5, which really anyone can use scatter 5 if we're being honest. But quickly to go over some of the things I did here, obviously I can't switch to the rendered view because it would just kill my computer. So I'm going to be using my stills as examples here. I imported a bunch of... So the very first thing I did was I went ahead and I actually added a plane. So I used the sculpt brush and just drew some hills and drew a really light area of where I want everything, drew some divots. The main thing I had here, it's not very visible with all the objects on top of it, but I'm scared to close anything or hide anything for fear it will crash my computer. I knew I wanted the road to be curving once I added it, so I just made sure there was a divot going to the side here. And just the general shape kind of felt to that. As for these assets, these are not actually scatter 5 assets. These are the vegetation pack assets. I used the scatter 5 biomes, and then I replaced a lot of the objects and the trees with the forestation assets. So this is a forestation tree, and this tree up here is actually to cast some more shadow onto the road. So we had these cool, basically tree leaf shadows on the road, even though these shadows were actually ending like right around here. I wanted them going all the way through, and instead of littering it with even more trees, which didn't seem to work, I went ahead and just threw a tree up here that you couldn't see. I went ahead and grabbed this free Porsche model off Turbo Squid, I believe, and then I imported a bunch of mega scans, smaller assets, just to fill the scene up. And I didn't really do much with these except modify some of the textures. Really, the workflow for these textures is pretty simple. You just add the displacement in, switch it to a bump, and plug it in the normal. Switch out the roughness, make sure the clear coat is set to 0, and you're set. For some reason, whenever you import scatter 5 stuff or Unreal Megascan stuff into Blender, they always come with a clear coat, and all these are plugged in the wrong way. So you have to be careful for that. Finally, I threw in some tree stumps as well and created one more big plane out here. This plane was made basically with the method I thought I made first, which was I just created a plane, added some subdivision, which I've applied already, and then added a noise texture with the clouds texture on it. And that just gave me a hilly look that I wanted. And then I threw another scatter biome of just a bunch of trees that were like 10 times larger, I think, than the foreground, just so when you looked at it through here, you had a big tree line in the background as well. And as for the road, I just modeled a plane, and I actually just extended it. This is not the way you're supposed to do this. I learned later, but it works, for a repeating tiled texture like a road. So I just extended it and then just transformed it as I went along. And then I went over to the edges and I just grabbed the sides and brought them all down. Obviously, I can't break this down, though there is going to be a very similar scene in the environments, course. So don't worry too much about it. I just wanted to show it off because I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. Anyway, guys, that's it. Take in the beauty of these really happy renders. I'm really proud of how these renders turned out, so I just wanted to share them with you guys and let you know I'm not just dead. This channel's not dead. I'm still doing stuff. I still have stuff planned. I have not forgotten about it. Anyway, bye.